From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, time once again for another edition of The Horse's Mouth here at Tommy Max, of course, at the bar and on Buzz TV. Brought to you by our good friends at the Heritage Capital Group. Great to have them on board. Coach Campo's back, Dan Senior's back, and Katie Cline is back. We're talking ball, Jags, maybe a little Jets, maybe, and some beers or drinks, whatever you want to call it. Let's welcome in the panel. Coach Campo, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, Tom.
Good to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You feeling good? Feeling good about Kansas City matchup? How overall? Like, you ready? Like, you think they're going to win this one or what?
Well, you know, the key is what they do with that Chris Jones kid.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he had 15 and a half sacks last year. So that's going to be big. And I'm a little concerned with the injury with the line right now.
Yeah, they're beat up front.
So, you know, that's a concern. But I believe as a team, we match up pretty good. I don't think without Chris Jones that front seven is as good as the one we just played.
Agreed.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
but I like our group.
Yep.
I think we've got some firepower that they don't have.
I agree.
And Kelsey is another concern. But I don't think he's going to be 100%. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We're going to get into it. Dan Senior, how are you, my friend?
Good to see you,
Good
Tom.
to see you, Dan Orlovsky Senior. I got that
the
right.
Original.
The OG. The OG. Your favorite team is Dallas?
Dallas Cowboys.
But you're from Connecticut.
From Connecticut.
How'd you get to that? Just they were America's team?
I was, 13 years old. Turned on the TV. This is back in the day when you only had 10 channels.
Right.
And saw a team with a star in the helmet. I said, hey, I like that.
Okay.
And the rest is history.
Well, I love history. So give me like some star players that you love following when you're
I followed Bob Lilly. I followed Rayfield Wright. I followed Leroy Jordan. I followed Randy White.
I interviewed Randy White a couple times.
Right.
He's a great.
He's great.
He's great and in great shape, and it's like he can still do a little.
He's a big fisherman, I think.
I don't remember that, but I remember him. He was fantastic.
I did a couple of TV shows with him when I was doing TV in Dallas. Great guy.
I love it.
And you know, he used to come to the team when we were there, and he'd work hands with our defensive lineman. He was a karate guy.
Yeah, he was.
You know,
martial arts.
Anyway,
those are great names.
Oh yeah, I loved. Matter of fact, when I through high school and through college, I wore 74.
Okay.
Bob Lilly.
Yeah.
And I actually, back in the day, I don't know if you remember, they used to have those big white arm pads. They were just ugly as sin.
Forearm pads?
Yeah. Well, he wore these little rubber things with a strap and a strap. And that's what I wore. I said, not.
Yeah, the rubber. I remember those.
Remember those?
Yeah. A strap here,
strap, and you wore that and you went.
You know what? There was nothing like a good forearm shiver, though.
Yeah.
Especially if you caught them right here.
Yeah.
Down they would go. Man,
Yeah.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
How are you, Katie? Welcome back.
How are
Missed
you?
having you here, but now you're back.
Yes,
With
I'm
Cheers
back.
904.
Yep.
You're a Jets fan, though. Is that correct? Born and raised,
so
Long Island?
raised Long Island, Smithtown. So
There's a lot of great history with the Jets, too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, with the NFL overall.
It's
love
been
talking about
a
it.
roller coaster of a ride.
Yeah.
I remember I was at UNF, and I was driving back to
Long
my dorm.
Island to UNF?
No.
Okay.
So we moved down in 2007.
Gotcha.
But
Okay,
my parents were down in Daytona, and I was driving back to UNF, and this was the AFC Championship. 2011, I believe, or 10.
Yep.
And I was listening to it on the radio, and we were playing the Steelers.
Right.
And I was listening to it on the radio, and I was so convinced that we were going to win, and I had the most somber drive back to UNF after listening to them lose.
It is heartbreaking.
But I got a little bit of. I got happier when they lost to the Packers.
Right.
So which made me a Packers fan from that.
Okay.
And I was so optimistic about having Aaron Rodgers this
Such a
season.
shame. Just a brutal part of the
I didn't
game.
believe it. Watching it live, you couldn't tell from the angle I was watching. I was like, come on, dude, play it off. You're fine. And then they took him back, and I was like, oh, this is actually serious.
Clear terror, too, like all the way through.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
wild.
Well, you know, the turf, there's some question about it. But, you know, I don't know if there's that much of a difference, but I've seen some injuries
Well, hey,
I've been
quicker on
hearing
the turf.
all about
we
that
know
recently.
it's a team sport. I mean, you don't want to lose Rodgers, but everyone's going to have to step it up, man.
Yeah,
Next guy
absolutely.
up, no doubt about it. All right, as we look at the Jags, my one concern, Coach, the interior offensive line, not only banged up, they weren't that great this past game against the Colts. Now, DeForest Buckner, Grover, those guys are legit defensive tackles, but you're going to play them every single week. That's a concern of mine. Is it a concern of yours?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a concern. I think the whole offensive line in general, if you look at this football team and you look at what they have by position, that's the one that probably concerns you more than anything else. And, you know, the problem is I'm okay with guys coming off the edge for our quarterback to be able to move.
Yeah.
But when they're coming up the middle,
There's nowhere to go.
it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, now the one thing about Trevor is he can move and he
slide.
can get outside. You know,
Well, you got to
and
slide, don't you? You got to find that little pass
absolutely.
somehow. And some guys have it.
It's a concern. I'm hopeful that Fortner's going to play. And Shatley has been okay, you know, for 2 years now.
Right.
So,
He could play center.
yeah.
He had to fill in for
see.
Linder a couple times.
Now, that's the problem. If they put him at center, if Fortner doesn't play, then you got Hance probably at guard.
Right.
Where's Jones going? He's going on Hance.
No, you're right.
You know, so
Absolutely.
I'm hopeful that Fortner plays and Shatley is the
I
guard.
think we're going to see a lot of quick throws, right? Get Trev in the shotgun and quick reads, you know, and then try to lull him to sleep maybe, then hit him deep.
Yeah,
That's what
we
sound
have to
good.
do.
Wouldn't it be great if it
What
was
the
that
heck?
easy?
Yeah.
And run the ball, because we can run the ball
I
in this
agree.
group.
Yeah, totally agree.
we
They've
go.
always been, they're better against the pass on defense. The Chiefs are than they are
Right.
against the run. And
Right.
we got to establish that. We got some good running backs.
Yeah, we do.
It's going to be fun. Look, it's a time that we haven't had this in about 5 years. You know, this game. Back to, what was it, 2018 when we had the Patriots in week 2.
Right.
Very similar to that, right? We lost to them in the playoffs, and then we host them in week 2. It felt like a playoff game. It's going to feel like that come Sunday. It's going to be great. Nothing like it.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
As Coach was saying when we were walking in, Trevor's just a generational talent.
Yep.
And I mentioned, I watched the game, and there were 2 or 3 balls where he literally threw it through three defenders to Judy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shouldn't be happening.
No, I
You
know. To Ridley.
To Ridley, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, I know you're
Yeah.
thinking of the other Alabama wide
yeah.
receiver. Yeah, absolutely.
But I was
Another
like-
great one.
Yeah, I was
He did. He threaded the needle big time.
big time.
Yeah, and that throw to Zay Jones was and a catch.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We're going to need some of that. I
Absolutely.
still say double Kelsey. Just double him. Let everybody else beat you, but double him and don't let him beat you like he did in the playoff game.
Yeah.
'Cause you couldn't stop him one-on-one.
Yeah, you're going to have to,
Yeah.
especially in the third downs.
He is.
Yeah, and now it's rumored he's dating Taylor Swift, so he's going to be extra jacked up.
Oh,
She's
listen,
watching all
talking
these,
about
that new
parties.
love.
Yeah,
The
talk
new
about
love.
parties.
She's watching. He's going to be all jacked up like
Hey,
she's
I
watching.
would love to do a party where Kelsey is in
There you
attendance.
go.
That would
There
be-
you go. We're going to
that would
set
be
that up
awesome.
for you.
Yeah.
Great to
Please
have you
listen
guys
to
on.
this.
Thanks so much. Yeah, we'll make sure he gets it. All right, that's going to do it for us this time around. Once again, on the horse's mouth. Make sure you go to the website at iwannabuzz.com. You'll see these great profiles. You'll see these conversations that we have each and every week right here at Tommy Mac. So until next time, stay safe out there and be cool. And we'll see you right here on the horse's mouth. Cheers. Hey, Tom McManus here with Carpet Man Flooring. Wow, warehouses the size of football fields filled with rolls of carpet and LVP. That's luxury vinyl planking.
LVP,
Carpet Man's LVP.
Carpet Man,
Carpet Man's
LVP.
the luxury beneath your feet.
Our prices, they can't be beat.
LVP.
Carpet Man's LVP. Carpet Man Flooring, your hometown flooring store.